Hey, it's Darren, and I'm glad that you're watching this, because if you are, it means that you have found your Conduit Underground secret location, and that you are there safe and sound. And I hope that you guys are warm and dry wherever it is that the Lord has led you today. As we gather, this is not normal church by our society standards, but it's normal by the vast majority of the world. You might think, man, this is a small group, it's a small church, but Jesus said if there are 2 or 3 gathered in my name, that there I would be in the midst of them. So, hey, if there's more than 2 or 3 of you gathered today, Jesus is there, and that's a big church. Before you guys get into some time to worship today, to read the scriptures or whatever else the Lord leads you to do, I'd like you to watch this video from Majid al-Shafi, to take a look at it, to understand what is happening in this story, and then I'll be right back with some instructions for you.
Pleasure to meet you. Pleasure to meet you. How are you? And who is the little guy?
On every knock on our door, we think that someone came to kill us. Yes, I went to the police, but due to their pressure, police was not listening to us. Till now, they are threatening us. They are after our lives and they wanted to kill us.
It's very tough to meet this little girl. It's one of the most hard things that I ever did in my life. This little girl will not be able ever to be married, to get married. She will never be able to live a normal life. Not only that, she is a threat to the rest of her life, and she needs to be in hiding, she and her family, just because in case that the Muslim extremists know where they are, they can arrest them again, they can rape them again, and they can torture them again. And we need to do something about that. Neha Munir is 2 years and a half. Her father was a farmer, a Christian. He's a Christian farmer. The owner of the farm went to him, told him, I want you to convert to Islam. He told him no. The son of the owner of the farm, he's 18 years old. He went, he attacked the girl 2 years, he kidnapped her 2.5 years old, and he raped her.
There's 2 important topics I want to speak with you. Neha is 2 years old who was raped by an 18 years old Muslim man. Yes, now she's 4. This was 2 years ago. And Neha family right now hiding underground in Pakistan. And I need to get her here to Canada anyway. I just need to do it. Thinking about Neha for the last 3 years. Thinking if we fail, thinking if we succeed. So, all of these possibilities. Just a heavy burden. It's a very heavy burden. Let's go now to the Canadian Embassy, please. I worked 3 years for this small little passport. 3 years, hard work. And we got it. It's around 9:15 now in the evening in Islamabad. And as we're getting closer, the danger is also increasing. And calm down. And just tomorrow morning the operation is supposed to take place. But everything will be okay. I hope. So tomorrow in the morning,
कल सुबह
we are going to the airport
हम एयरपोर्ट जा रहे हैं
and we are taking you to Canada.
और आपको कनाडा लेके जा रहे हैं
And this will be the land of your freedom, and this will be the future for you and your family. Let's go. Let's go.
This is very exciting. Family's just about to come out from the immigration, so we're expecting them any second now. This will be really good. I hear the kids are all pumped up and excited and had a great time on the airplane, all that kind of stuff, so it should be very, very good.
But after 3 years, this era is over. And make it a lesson. Everyone will try to hurt a child, or anybody will try to hurt a minority in Pakistan. We will help these people and we will get them out. Make no mistake. And always remember that light always prevails over the darkness. Mission accomplished. It's over. It's over.
I know those images are hard to watch, and the temptation might be to look away from it. My prayer is that if you do look away, that you look to Jesus. That you wouldn't worship with a heavy heart today, but you'd worship with an open heart. When you see something like that, my thought initially would be, man, that's awful and terrible, and somebody should do something, but I don't know what to do, and so we don't do anything, and that's a pretty normal response, but it's also pretty unacceptable. As the church, man, there's stuff we can do. Today, just by being here, if you're going to give of your regular tithes and offerings, which you'll have an opportunity to do in a moment, whatever comes in today, we're going to give 10% right off the top to Majid El Shafi. We've already supported him financially with what he's doing, and the story of Niha, that's just one story. So far, they've rescued over 300 people from places like Egypt and Pakistan, Afghanistan. It's one place where we can get involved. When Jesus talked about visiting the least of these, he actually says the least of these brothers of mine. That's in Matthew 25. And what he's saying is, obviously when we help the poor, whether it's in Africa or Haiti or even in our own backyard, what Eric and Tizra are doing in India, that's absolutely part of it. But he's talking about those that would be carried off and imprisoned and tortured and oppressed and marginalized. In Matthew 24, that's the sermon. And then he says in Matthew 25, he talks about the least of these brothers of mine in that context, which is why it makes so much sense when he says, did you visit me when I was in prison? So today, as a body of believers, press in with the Lord, press in with each other, and press in prayer for our brothers and sisters around the world, as well as each other as you gather here today. I'm going to have to go because I'm not sure how much longer my location is going to be safe. It is a secret location. May or may not be Vince Gill's basement. But know that I'm praying for you guys. Look out for the police that may be knocking on your door. And if they do, it's your choice whether or not you're going to deny Christ. The consequences, well, they're worth it on the grand scale of eternity. Praying for you guys. Shannon and I love you, and we look forward to seeing you next Sunday gathered together as a body back at the high school.